We are getting set for tonight's main event at 135 pounds. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for tonight's main event. Alberto Machado and Angel Fierro. Fierro just 22 years of age, turned pro in 2015. They both rehydrated up around 147. You see the height advantage and the reach advantage in favor of Machado, the former 130-pound world champion. We are set for the introductions. Let's send it back up to Lupe Contreras.
We continue to El Albergue Olímpico here on the island of champions, Puerto Rico. The action presented to you by Ring City USA in association with Bash Boxing, Miguel Cotto Promotions, H2 Entertainment, Golden Boy Promotions, and Box Stars. Our officials at ringside are judging the spout, Robin Taylor, Don Trella, and Hernando Stadel. Supervisor for the WBO, Edgardo Sasso Lopez. And at the sound of the bell, our third man in the ring, referee Jose Iram Rivera. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we add one more chapter to the greatest rivalry in professional boxing. Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Prepare to be entertained. This is the main event of the evening, 10 rounds. On the line, the vacant WBO, NABO lightweight title. And we will find out quién es el más macho. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He enters the ring wearing gold with black trim. He weighed in at an official 134 3/4 pounds. Tonight, in his 20th professional bout, with an outstanding record of 17 victories against one lone defeat, one draw, 13 of those victories coming by way of KO. Puro Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. Ángel Tashiro Fierro. His opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing black with gold trim, he weighed in at the lightweight limit of 135 pounds. Tonight, atop the Ring City USA canvas, he enters for the 25th time as a pro with an equally outstanding record of 22 victories against only 2 losses, 18 of those victories coming by way of KO. The former WBA super featherweight champion of the world, representing Rio Piedras, Puerto Rico, Alberto El Explosivo Machado.
Jóvenes, recuerden lo que les dije, obedezcan todo el tiempo, cuídense, no quiero golpe debajo de esta línea, protéjanse. No, está bien. ¿Qué gana el mejor? Suerte, vamos arriba.
Let's not forget that mouthpiece again.
So we're set for tonight's main event. Machado with 18 knockouts. And if you look at his career, he gets you early. 15 of his 18 have come within the first 2 rounds, including 9 first-round knockouts. Same goes for Fierro. Of his 13 knockouts, 11 have come within the first 2 rounds, 6 being in the first.
This is going to be a banger.
Here's what I love about this fight. Fierro's best chance to pull the upset, get Machado into a firefight.
Yep.
Fierro's best chance of getting knocked out, get Machado into a firefight. We're going to find out what these guys are made of.
Yeah, man.
Fierro told us, pretty brazen statement. He said, hey, look, Machado's a good fighter, but I wouldn't be surprised if I retired him.
Wow. He made that statement. I don't know if you heard that, BC, when he said it, but when he said it, I sat back and I said, woo, this is exactly what I wanted.
Eats a left that sends him back.
But and Alberto coming out accordingly, working behind the jab, working in combination, and not waiting on Angel.
And Machado certainly has a lot to prove early about his chin, his durability. In his last 3 fights, of course, stopped twice in title fights against Andrew Cancio. And he was also rocked against Luis Porozo, and had to come back and sort of finish off his opponent in round 2.
Yeah, what do you think about, like, in those fights, too, in which he got stopped or he got hurt? There were body shots were the ones that hurt him the most.
Well, it's one of those things that he's been able to, let's say, explain it away as a tough weight cut. Now he's moving up to a higher weight class. You can explain that away.
Yeah.
One thing, Fierro told us is I just think he lacked heart at the end of the day. Those are bold words. Those aren't my words.
Yeah.
But again, those are comments that'll have to be backed up in this ring.
Those are a couple of nice left hooks to the body by Fierro. Good straight left by Machado.
That precision.
Oh, goes Fierro on a counter shot.
4, 5,
Pops right back up.
7, 8. ¿Está bien? Ok, venga. Vamos arriba. Box.
Second time Fierro's been down in his career.
I don't think he's exactly hurt. I think that was a flash knockdown. Great punch, great timing, and precision from Alberto Machado.
And this is why Machado makes great TV. He's a gunslinger, win or lose.
Sharpshooter.
Stop, sin tirar.
I think that's one of the biggest questions for boxing. How long does it take to recover? You never really know. I said I didn't think that Angel Fierro was hurt, but you can see that he is playing very cautious right now.
It looked like he was sliding into second base with the pop-up slide.
And then now this changes what you do well. You do well by coming forward and taking the fight to somebody, but you just got touched. You don't want to get touched again.
End of round one in which Fierro hit the canvas. Sean, let's take a look at the knockdown, and it was crisp, quick punch from Machado.
Beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. The left hand landed, so he knows. Left hand, right hook. Boom, boom, baby. I love that. I love that. Look, he threw a 1-2, and then he comes back with the left hand and the right hook. It was just perfect. It was perfect. To set it up, he threw a 1-2, and then he knew that if I come with a 2-3, that 3 will land. Great punch. Fierro knew he made a mistake. It was a bit of what a lot of people call a flash knockdown. I said he wasn't hurt. I do retract that. I do think he was buzzed. But I do think that he is now recovered. And this is going to be a fantastic second round.
Well, I mentioned Machado had 15 of his 18 knockouts have come within the first 2 rounds. Round number 2 begins.
The future of Fierro having success in this fight is certainly to get inside. Machado utilizes that wide stance. He likes to glide into his power shots, and if you give him that room, he's going to fill it with a big shot, as we saw in round 1.
Yep, and he's a crisp puncher. His punches that land the best are the ones that have the full extension. And being on the end of the shots, that's all he's going to receive, Fierro.
Sean, we always talk about the taller fighter, the fighter with the reach, using his jab, but shorter fighters can also use their jab effectively, and Fierro's not doing it right now.
Yeah, he's not giving Machado anything to think about, anything to worry about, not even a feint. I understand the movement, understand, playing defense, but give Machado a look, something to react to.
As the shorter man, doesn't he need to double and triple the jab up to work his way in to get into the range that he needs to be in?
That's what I would do, but I'm trained to use my jab. I'm not saying Angel is not, but he's trained to come forward and be an attacker. And by him laying back like this, he's not able to do what he does well, which is attack. Combination right there, 1-2, and then 1 to the body.
Break! Machado appears to have the speed edge early, but one thing to note, historically in Machado's fights, when he does get into trouble, yes, there were the body shots against Cancio, but it's the looping right hands from the outside when his guard drops as he exchanges. So Fierro's going to have to punch with him. Sean, we know that's dangerous when you punch with a puncher, but there will be openings.
A little bit of like Amir Khan. Amir Khan would always get caught in exchanges, and if you can get Alberto Machado to be greedy and get comfortable in exchanging, Angel Fierro may be able to catch him. But I think the first thing for Fierro is he's got to get back to doing what he does well, which is coming forward and throwing punches just like this, just like this.
He landed a straight right hand, then threw a hook.
And what I love about Alberto Machado, he's smart. He goes body, head, excuse me, head, body, head, body. He mixes it up. He's not a head hunter, and he's not just a guy focused on the body to break down a guy. He's using combinations to the head and body.
Machado is a devastating body puncher. That fight we mentioned against Perozzo, in which Machado was hurt early, he built his way back in with vicious body shots to drop and finish his opponent.
Said that woke me up.
Down he goes from the right hand.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. También, camina para acá. Ok, vamos, tranquilo allá, tranquilo allá.
Second time Fierro's been down in this fight.
Agarraste un minuto de estar moviendo la cabeza, pum, 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 y conectaste buenos golpes. Pero te me quedas parado, avisas mucho el golpe y ahí vamos a valer madre, ¿ok? No pasa nada, seguimos en lo mismo. Él también ya anda mal, él ya empieza a abrir mal la boca. Él empieza a
Take a
abrir mal
look
la
at
boca.
the knockdown in round 2.
There it is again, same punch too. What was it? Left hand, right hook. And he sets it, I wish we could get the replay a little sooner. He sets it up with straight punches. And it's, oh man, it's beautiful. Straight left, right hook. It's okay my left didn't land because the right hand was what I was setting up. The right hook is what I was setting up.
Sean, those are fight finishing punches.
Yeah,
How
they
good
are.
is Fierro's chin right
He's
now?
getting up quick too, isn't he?
Although, even though he got up quick that time, it looked like he was feeling the effects that time.
Yeah. The first knockdown, it didn't look too bad when he got up, when he popped up, but that one did.
And his corner was telling him, you know, in between round, you got to move your head more. He's just leaving it right there. Good stiff jab by Machado.
Fierro's all action, so forgive me if I feel he's not worried at this point. I think this is kind of the fight that he wants and likes.
He has tremendous poise, and you can see that. And obviously that comes. He was raised in Tijuana, a boxing hotbed. We know his history with Eric Morales. This is a tough fighter.
Yeah. As a fighter, you have to identify what happened, and you got to calculate it very quickly. That right hook is what's landing. Keep the left hand up and start to circle the other way. First of all, he's walking into Machado's power, walking into his left hand, and then if he circles the other way, he's got to keep his hand up so that he can get around that right hook.
Yeah, he keeps going to the right, which is not the thing to do against the southpaw.
Estás bajándote, ¿ok? Ok, vamos. No me dejes por la nuca.
I think Fierro moved his head a little bit there.
Yeah. Sharpshooter, baby. Solar plex shot and back up to the head. Temple shots with the hooks. Ooh, another solar plex shot. We call those the vital spots. And Machado's aiming for him. He knows what he's doing.
Mano fuera. Suéltalo.
It looks like some of these body shots and these crisp punches have certainly slowed down Fierro.
And the body shot, the body work too. Look at that, the hands have dropped. He's bending over now.
Machado smells blood right now.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Vamos,
This new
suéltalo.
weight class agrees with him. I know he's a 3-1 favorite here, but he loves the no hard weight cut at lightweight, and he's punching very well.
Yeah.
And again, Fierro keeps moving to his right, which is the worst thing against the southpaw.
And you know what, Bob, to be honest with you, I'm not even concerned with the movement anymore. But Fierro's not doing anything that he can do well, except right there throwing overhand right. What he does well is going forward. Going backwards, he can't win.
He ate another combination. Machado totally dominating here through the first 3 rounds, having dropped Fierro in the first 2. All right, let's take a look at the work by Alberto Machado. First in round number 1.
Let's see it. 1, 2, and then here it is. 2, 3. That one landed. It wasn't as flush as the second one. We'll see soon. Right here. Left hook. Excuse me, right hook.
All right, that was in round 1. Now in round 2, this one seemed to do more damage.
And it's the same thing. He's setting up the hook right there, and it goes right on the chin. Bing, boom. Beautiful. And then here in round 3, we got body work, head work, top and bottom. You see it right there. Solar plex shot makes Angel bend over. As soon as Alberto gets close, now he's just bending over. He doesn't know what's coming. Angel Fierro never found his rhythm, never found what he does well. And now he's on his back feet trying to figure it out. He's on his heels trying to figure it out.
Box.
Right in the center of the ring.
We begin round number 4. Machado dominating on Steve Smolder's scorecard and everybody else's scorecard outside of the Fierro family, I guess.
One thing to note, and I don't want to be pessimistic, Machado's dominating here, but when you have an opponent who won't go away, who's showing you he's got a great chin, Machado does have to be careful of dropping those arms when he's got him pinned against the ropes, thinking he's got an opening for a knockout. You don't want anything wild here to change the momentum of this fight.
And Fierro's liable to do that. He's liable to land one punch and change the whole complexion of this fight. I got a feeling Alberto's going to the body just to open up the head.
Fierro working his way back in.
He just missed with a right hand, got him with the left.
Don't accept the hold. See this? Don't accept the hold. Or don't accept the clinch. Keep working. And that's who he is as a fighter. He's gonna fight. Some body work of his own.
Yeah, in the corner of Fierro imploring him to not allow yourself to get tied up like that. They're yelling, go to the body, go to the body.
Sean, is the tide turning or is it just me? It's a little pocket of energy here from Fierro.
The tide has certainly changed.
Okay, break, pass otra.
And another thing for Fierro, you see when he throws a punch, he goes that way, so he gets his head off line for the big punches that he was getting hit with in the first 2 rounds.
Fierro's attack of the body of Machado in this round is paying dividends.
It's hard. I'm a short fighter. It's hard to stay down. It's hard to bend down and stay down there. But when you can do it and do it effectively, you get a guy reaching, missing, and it opens up shots.
Fierro used his head movement to get inside. Was he busy enough?
Nice right uppercut from Fierro. Followed it up with a right and a left.
There's another right hand to the body. Fierro has done tremendous body work here in round number 4 to slow down Machado. There's another right hand to the body.
Big right hand. Whoa!
Big combination to the head. What a round for Fierro.
Hazlo caminar para atrás y la pelea va a ser tuya. Quiero que te tranquilices. Piensa, güey. Sigue pensando. Sigue caminándome para el frente.
This is a great round of boxing right here by Angel Fierro. He understands that I have to go forward. I have to impose my will. And he just would not stop this last round, the 4th round. He's got to be able to maintain that. And I got a feeling that he can and will. but you see it, he was attacking the body, bending down, getting so low that Alberto wasn't able to find anything. And that caused Alberto to open up. And it opened up Alberto Machado, opened up the head. Right there we see overhand right. We'll see another one too. Another overhand right there. That's the action that I was talking about we could expect from him in this fight.
And at the very least, business is picking up in this fight. Go tell a friend, phone a friend right now, let them know. Ring City USA is heating up.
Yeah. I've been telling people, man, Ring City they do something, they do special things with this matchmaking. We're 5 rounds in, I'll say it, they did it again.
Round number 5 underway, scheduled for 10. Angel Fierro of Mexico in the gold trunks, down in round 1, down in round 2. Got hurt in round 3, didn't go down, but turned things around in round 4. Lunging right hand, then he throws 2 to the body.
Fierro has found a new gear, a new level of confidence, and really more power than we've seen up to this point in this fight.
And I had to look at my paper and make sure that Angel Fierro's from Mexico. It sounds like a Mexican crowd out here. This is amazing. But this is
left hand to the head.
He's
Then he
that
hooks to the
excited.
body.
He's that excited.
If you punch with Machado, you can find openings, but you gotta be bold enough. You gotta be ready to take that counter fire.
That right hand missed. Little short jab by Machado. Again, it's Fierro concentrating on the body and then leading to the big shots to the head.
BC, I'm gonna ask you, what changed for Machado? What changed?
You know, he went into finisher mode. He had such a lead built up. He was thinking knockout. He's got to rebuild with the jab and think about boxing again.
Yeah.
It's interesting because in the first 2 rounds, Machado used the jab and controlled the distance. You mentioned with the straighter punches. And then all of a sudden, in round 4, Fierro found some work inside, and Machado almost kind of sitting back now.
Yeah.
You know, Sean, I didn't want to make this comparison because I don't want to jinx Machado, but he reminds me a little bit too much of former Puerto Rican champion Juan Manuel Lopez. He can get you out of there from the southpaw stance, but if you can get him into a fight, he's vulnerable. And what did Fierro tell us? My favorite Mexico-Puerto Rican fight, Salido versus Lopez,
That's what
1
he
and
said.
2, when Salido came to the island and stopped the Puerto Rican favorite twice.
Yep. And we're seeing it right now. We're seeing Alberto Machado abandon the jab. We see him flicking it. There's difference between flicking a punch and throwing a punch with intentions to hurt, intentions to control a guy. Machado has no control over Fierro the way he did in the first 3 rounds of this fight.
Good combination there by Machado. Can he steal round 5 after Fierro did most of the work? Straight right hand by Fierro. And then a left to end the round. All right, take a look at Fierro with that hook to the head.
6 round next.
The head movement, it's what he wasn't using in the first 3 rounds. You see now, I move my head, I throw a punch, I make him miss, make him pay. You know, it's got everything has to be in sync. The head movement with the hands, it all has to be in sync.
Oh, we asked you earlier at Ring City USA on Twitter, what is the best Puerto Rico versus Mexico fight of all time? Right now, Trinidad Vargas has the lead.
Hey, I'm not going to argue with that, but is this a younger vote? Let's
Yeah,
not
it's
forget the
definitely-
classics
definitely,
here.
Yeah, it's definitely like younger. That's the first thing I thought of. It's Twitter.
It's Twitter, so.
yeah, there you go. Twitter's always going to win. The young crowd's always going to win because of Twitter.
Round number 6 begins in the scheduled 10-rounder. Angel Fierro taking this fight on short notice. Dropped in each of the first 2 rounds, has battled back and changed the momentum and flow of this fight. Can he keep it up?
This is what you do to keep Fierro off of you. You punch, combinations, speed. Don't allow him to pick up his timing.
Oh! Down goes Machado!
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He's not going to make it.
10.
It's over!
Oh, my goodness.
It's Celino Lopez all over again.
Oh, man.
Siéntate aquí, siéntate aquí.
I'm looking around because where I'm from, there will be some fights at some point
Tiempo.
because of this, what just happened. This is amazing.
47 seconds. Thank you. 47 segundos. Pregúntame a mí. 47 segundos. Dale. 47 segundos. 47 seconds. 47 seconds. 47.
Muchas gracias por la oportunidad, cabrón. Aquí tienes un amigo, cabrón.
Sí, de sexto. Knockout.
Angel Fierro was dropped in the first round, dropped in the second round, lost the third round, and then turned things around in round 4 as he started attacking the body of Alberto Machado. Did it again in round 5, and here's how he ended it. Hook to the body and then right up to the head.
Pulling out, circling to his right, but with his hand down. The right hand goes down. Once it goes down, never gets back up.
And he never saw that left hand.
Never saw it.
I don't mean to so shillingly stay on brand, but anyone, anytime, anywhere, even
Yeah.
on 6 days'
Come
notice,
on, man.
they come to fight on Ring City.
We are in the right place right now. We are in Puerto Rico doing it with Ring City. This is amazing.
A puro huevo.
¿Verdad que sí? Viniste, hiciste tremendo. Exactamente. ¿Contentos? De verdad que sí. Muchas felicidades.
And as expected, all 3 judges had it 48-45, which is what our own Steve Spoger had it. I had it the same way with the 2 knockdowns, but it's irrelevant.
What did Fierro tell us the best judges were, Bob? You remember that?
Best judge is a knockout when you're fighting in somebody else's hometown.
He
And
said that?
boom.
He said that, and I said, oh, you're right.
And where does this leave the former 130-pound champion, Alberto Machado, who has now lost 3 of his last 4 and been stopped in those 3? For the official time of the stoppage, let's send it up to Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at El Albergue Olímpico Salinas, Puerto Rico, we add one more chapter to the rivalry, Mexico-Puerto Rico. This bout comes to an end with an official time of 47 seconds of round number 6. Your winner by way of knockout. And now WBO, NABO lightweight champion, Puro Tijuana, Ángel Tashiro Fierro.
See the judges' scorecards, which was what our own Steve Spoger had it as well, because there were 2-point rounds in rounds 1 and 2, and we all thought Machado won the 3rd round. And then it was Fierro attacking the body, Sean, and I think his ability to put pressure on Machado and start banging away at the body opened up a lot of doors for him.
Yeah, I think Machado didn't understand what was going on. He thought that that Angel was hurt, and it was not that way.
Win number 18. Let's take a look at what transpired. Alberto Machado, the former 130-pound world champion, came out and really controlled things early. Crisp punches, and he dropped Fierro in the first round. Fierro popped back up. It didn't seem hurt. That was more of a flash knockdown. Sean, this one, it looked like Fierro felt it.
Yeah, set it up with straight punches again, but that one, and you could even see when he got hit with that one, his head turned a little bit more. That one was directly on the chin.
Then he starts his comeback, and he got inside and just started letting his hands go and starting to land meaningful shots, digging away at the body.
I'm not gonna say that Angel had to get hit to wake up. It took him a moment to really figure out what to do. Once he figured it out, he had Alberto Machado's number.
But we don't get here unless he's willing and able to bite down on the gum shield like he did right there.
We do not get here if he wasn't able to do that, and that's what comes out of Mexico.
Angel Fierro victorious tonight. Alberto Machado suffers his third loss, loses in Puerto Rico for the first time. Our winner is with Curran.
Thanks, Bob. Here with Angel Fierro. Angel, of course, we spoke about Mexico versus Puerto Rico. You came to Puerto Rico, and you were able to do what you just did in there. How are you feeling about representing your country?
Contento de enfrentar un gran rival, lo que es Machado. Me tumbó 2 veces. Me demostró que es un gran peleador. Tiene mucho potencial y contento de venir a Puerto Rico y ver conquistar este campeonato.
I'm happy. I faced again a top-notch fighter in Machado. He lets me know that he's world-class. He dropped me twice. I was able to come back, and I'm just ecstatic that I was able to face a fighter of his quality and came out victorious.
He caught you twice in round 1 and in round 2 with the right hook. What did he find in round 1, and why did you go down in those early rounds?
Me tumbó 2 veces con el gancho en el primero y el segundo asalto. ¿Qué fue el éxito que él tuvo en esos asaltos y cómo le cambiaste?
Mira, fue una pelea que me sorprendió con dos caídas. Llegamos a la esquina y antes de subir al riñón le dije a mi entrenador y mi manejador, recuérdeme a mi hija que tengo aquí presente siempre, que me está esperando en casa, y depende de esto cambiarle su vida. En el tercer round me recordó a mi hija y mira, saqué las fuerzas para salir adelante con este triunfo.
He dropped me twice early on in the fight, and when I got back to the corner, I told my corner, remind me of my daughter, because with this fight, I can change her life. That's exactly what they did in the third round. They said, hey, remember your daughter, you can change her life with a win there. They motivated me, and that's exactly what I did.
Motivating you is one thing, but you also had to go out there and perform. In round 4, you turned it around, and then what did you find in round 6 to get that spectacular knockout?
En el cuarto asalto cambiaste el ritmo de la pelea. ¿Qué encontraste en el sexto para acabar la pelea?
Muchísimo. Encontré muchos huecos de Machado que hicimos una estrategia de salirlo a presionar 3 rounds. Lo hicimos muy bien, nos sorprendió con 2 caídas, pero nos levantamos como todo un verdadero campeón y como lo dije en la entrevista, yo vengo a Puerto Rico no a pasear, me venía por el triunfo y lo demostramos que estaba preparado.
We found a lot of gaps in Machado's game in that 6th round. I took advantage of them. I turned things around. Like I told you in the interview, I didn't come to be a tourist here in Puerto Rico. I came to win, and that's exactly what I did.
Angel, thank you and congratulations.
Felicidades.
Ay, muchísimas gracias a Puerto Rico por la oportunidad, a mi porra aquí de México, arriba Tijuana. Muchas gracias a mi empresa Aster y a Bob Roster. Muchísimas gracias y espero que haya tijuanense para rato.
Thank you to Puerto Rico. Thank you for my fans here in Puerto Rico, and thank to the promoter that promotes me here tonight. Thank you, everyone here in Puerto Rico.
What a win for Angel Fierro, referring to his daughter Allison, who's 2 years of age, wife Ubanya, back in Tijuana. And you know there's going to be a little celebration this evening.
The biggest win of his career by far, defeating a former world champion, and for the 2nd straight show for us, like Brandon Adams 2 weeks ago, down heavy on the cards, never count out the other fighter in a matchup until that final bell.
And the Puerto Rico-Mexico matchups.
Buddy.
I love it, Bob. Earlier tonight, you're like, we're not just saying it. This is a real thing, guys, okay? Tune in.
Let's take a look at it one more time after getting dropped in round 1 and dropped in round 2. Angel Fierro started attacking the body in round 4. Round 5, a hook to the hip and the left hand that Machado never saw. And it stopped at 47 seconds of round number 6. Angel Fierro picks up win number 18 and gets his 14th stoppage. Taking this fight on short notice. And he makes the trip. Certainly worthy. Let's take a look at the results for tonight. Fierro over Machado, Jose Martinez, and Israel Gonzalez. The fight was declared a majority draw. We all thought that Gonzalez was victorious. Alma Ibata with a unanimous decision victory over Marcelo Cornejo. And Joe Ward, who lost in his pro debut to Marco Delgado when Ward suffered a severe knee injury, avenges that loss to pick up his 3rd career victory with a unanimous decision victory. 1 week from tonight, we're back in Puerto Rico. What a fight this is. You got Amanda Serrano, 39-1 with 29 knockouts, a 7-division champion, taking in Daniela Bermudez, trying to win a title in a 4th weight division. And Sean, this is as good as it gets.
Listen, boxing has been exciting for Ring City and for NBCSN. It is not going to stop. Next week is going to be exciting, just like tonight.
Serrano hasn't lost in 9 years. Bermudez hasn't lost in 7. What a wonderful visit to the Puerto Rico Olympic Training Center. I want to thank everybody for watching Ring City, USA. Make sure you join us again next Thursday night, March the 25th at 9 p.m. Eastern on NBCSN. Right now, tune in to Twitch for highlights and a recap of our event. For our entire crew, Bob Papa saying so long from Salinas, Puerto Rico.